InCust is the customer interactions and lifecycle management platform. Our company can offer you a comprehensive solution for fueling and charging stations. The InCust company has come up with simple schemes of implementing automatic fueling at fuel stations, using a controller, integration using the plugin, integration using API, operations without integration. One of the easiest to implement schemes of operations is the installation of a special controller. A controller can be installed at automatic fuel stations as well as human-assisted stations. What is the key feature of the controller? On the one hand, it does not interfere with the existing operational process at a gas station, and on the other, it can receive a command from the internet. That is why the controller allows us to dispense fuel automatically according to different schemes of serving a driver. Right now, in the picture, you can see several schemes of service. First of all, a driver can use the mobile application to automatically, without the participation of an assistant, refuel the car at the fuel station. Alternatively, a driver can get fuel with an assistant's help. Authentication is performed using a mobile app, phone number, or a plastic card, and an assistant manually initiates fuel dispensing via their fuel dispensing management system. One more way is for a driver to use the self-service kiosk, installed at the fuel station, where a driver orders and pays for fuel. Regardless of the chosen scheme, all commands are sent to the InCust cloud server, where they get into the fuel dispensing management system. The system talks to the controller, which checks whether the right fuel nozzle is selected, whether the fuel nozzle is busy, and the pump is operational, and initiates the dispensing process. Let's review all the schemes in practice. The driver starts the mobile application and finds a gas station that they need. By the way, all results will be sorted by location. That is, the customer will have the nearest gas stations at the top positions in the list. The driver taps the Get Fuel button, selects the dispenser, desired fuel grade, pays in a convenient way, and receives the fuel. The driver can observe the whole process in real time in the mobile application. With the help of an assistant, the driver authenticates in a convenient way. For example, using their phone number, using a QR code, a chatbot, or a plastic card. Then, the driver tells the assistant which dispenser and fuel grade they want to purchase. The assistant takes the payment and the controller starts dispensing fuel automatically. The InCust kiosk works in exactly the same way as a mobile application or when fueling with the help of an assistant. The difference is that a driver goes to a tablet or self-service stand where they can pay and obtain fuel by themselves. Sometimes, instead of a controller, we can implement another scheme through a plugin installed in the cash register. In this case, you do not need to buy a controller. Instead, a plugin for your cash register system should be created. This scheme of work is almost the same as with a controller, but the plugin is connected to a cash register system, and the controller is connected directly to a fuel dispenser. Now we will talk about another way of integration with cash register and point of sale (POS) systems via the Application Programmer Interface, or API. Usually, this is done in order to make your cash register system a point of control. If we compare this scheme with the ones mentioned earlier, you can note that in all described schemes, it is the external component or application that initiates fuel delivery. In the scheme that involves the API, fuel dispensing is started by the POS itself, as in, the API makes it possible for your cash register or POS system to initiate fuel delivery. We will show how it works. First, we need to get into the POS system. As an example, we are using the InCust Terminal POS application, which is a part of the InCust platform. There, we authenticate the driver by their phone number, QR code, or plastic card. And as you can see, the system has automatically determined the available accounts and how many funds are available on each account. That is, the POS system asked for information from the InCust cloud server via the API. Once this is done, we complete the operation and initiate dispensing of fuel. To use the API integration scheme, you need to give an address of our website, InCust.com, to your technical specialists. On the site, they will find the API and integration reference, read the documentation, and see the main commands which must be implemented in the cash register or POS system. The last scheme stands for operations without integration. Any kind of integration requires investing some resources. In some cases, there is a need to quickly launch a fuel delivery solution without any integrations. For this, we have come up with the following scheme of operations. A fuel station needs to install the InCust terminal application on any device, which can be a phone, tablet, or computer. Terminal is also available as a web application via a browser. A customer can pay for fuel beforehand, for example, to the fuel chain's bank account, and have their customer account in the InCust platform topped up. Next, this customer can receive fuel at any fuel station where terminal is used, and an assistant will use terminal to charge funds from this customer account. In sales of fuel and energy, our terminal application is used for two operations: to authenticate customers and to write off funds from customer accounts in the InCust platform, available for purchasing fuel. Now, we will show how the process looks like. The driver arrives at the gas station and identifies themselves either by giving their phone number to an assistant or in another convenient way. Note that the system immediately shows customer accounts available for making payments. The driver specifies the account to use, fuel grade, and the assistant taps Authorize. In this specific case, driver authorization is required because we used the phone number for authentication. The SMS message with a PIN code arrives on the customer's phone, and this PIN should be passed to the assistant to complete the authorization procedure. After that, funds are reserved on the account, so the assistant can go to the fuel dispenser and start dispensing the fuel. If for some reason less fuel than the requested amount was actually dispensed, the assistant can update the amount of delivered volume in terminal so that the correct sum would be charged from the customer account. After fueling, the funds are charged off the account and the remainder is released from the reserve. You have just reviewed all possible schemes of selling the fuel with the solution by InCust. Should you have any questions, you are welcome to contact us for more information.